Belivers, it's 12 p.m. Eastern, it's 5 p.m. in the UK and 6 p.m. in Antwerp in Belgium. And I want to say hello to everybody who's watching live. Thank you for joining me today. And Facebook should be sending out the notifications now. Now, a thing to remember when you do go live is that there's a delay between you actually appearing on the page and people joining you. Don't worry about this. Just carry on talking and people will arrive to watch you as people are arriving to watch this broadcast. So don't panic. Just wait that extra few seconds until people have actually arrived. Now, the background behind me, I borrowed. I was talking about 5G earlier today, and I just like to look at this background. So I sent out an acknowledgement and said, I'm going to use your background, and all is good. Now, I'm here, Stephen in Wiltshire in England, and I'm here to answer your questions about BeLive and live video. And if you've got any questions, then please do pop them in the comments and I'll endeavour to answer them. If I can't, I know somebody who can, and I'll get back to you after the show. After the show, which is going to be about 60 minutes long, I go through all the comments and chat with everybody individually. And if there are questions outstanding or comments I've missed, I actually reply. Because that's very important to me. Live video is about networking. It's about getting to meet and chat with people, and it's the best way that's ever been invented. We're so fortunate, and we're fortunate to be around when 5G is rolling out. If 5G is in a city near you, let me know, and we'll see who's actually using it and what you think of it, because there have been various things said. And say hello to Chris, who's watching in Antwerp in Belgium. And good afternoon, Chris, nice to see you. And to everybody who's watching live, please type something in the comments. If you've got a question, I'll endeavour to answer your question. If you just want to say hello, just like Chris has done, and I'll feature you on the show. And this is your show. This is basically where you get to ask the questions. I've no agenda. So if there are no questions, it's going to be, well, there are going to be questions. I know there are going to be questions. I'm just so grateful over the last 3 months that so many of you are actually joining and chatting and watching, and long may it continue. And great things are happening BeLive. You can see one of them before your very eyes, but I'll tell you more about that when it's actually released. So if you have questions, then please do ask. I have 2 questions which were asked in the BeLivers group. And first one was about, I'm just trying to switch something off, so forgive me for a moment. Let's clear up the screen a bit. Right, so that's the logo gone, and I'll change the background in a moment, but I quite like the look of this one. First question asked early today in the BeLivers group, and thank you everybody who's watching live. It was about watch parties. Now, you can create a watch party for any public video on Facebook, and it doesn't have to be yours. The whole idea of a watch party is you actually watch the video together along with your audience, and you can comment and you can chat. So it's a simple and straightforward way to get more views on your videos, and it doesn't have to be done. One of the times you can do it is as you go live. Owen Emsath, Owen Video, always does 2 watch parties with every BeLive show that he does, so that people can watch in 3 different places. And it's an effective way of actually increasing your audience. Now, the only catch with it is you can't actually see the comments on the watch parties until afterwards. So if you are going to organize watch parties, as I say, any public video, then please do go along to those watch parties afterwards and reply to people's comments. It's only fair. And we'll say hello to Kim. And Kim, thank you for joining me. And Kim is saying, good morning from California. I use Comments Old app. Can I use BeLive with Comments Old at the same time? Right, okay. I said that if I didn't know the answer directly, I would find out. I've not heard of the Comments Old app. I'll put my hand up and say I've not heard of it. So what I'll do after the broadcast is find out more about it. There is an inbuilt comment system with BeLive. BeLive, if you're broadcasting to Facebook and YouTube at the same time, if you're simulcasting, then you can see all the comments in the studio. You can feature them on screen. Could you tell me a little bit more about Comments Old and what it actually does. That would be helpful. And say hello to my good friend Ed. Ed, thank you for joining me. All good. So Divine had a question earlier about watch parties. You can have a watch party for any existing public video on Facebook. You can have it on your page, you can have it in a group, you can have it on your own personal profile. You can set up a watch party, and it is a way of increasing viewership, and it doesn't have to be your video. In fact, you could spend all day, if you wanted, setting up a watch party with YouTube music videos and just invite people along to have a chat. There are many ways that you can actually use a watch party. And the second question was about Bluetooth. And Bluetooth from a laptop is reasonably straightforward. I put a link in that tells you how to use Bluetooth from your desktop PC. And the 1 or 2 extra steps taken, your laptop generally sees it straight away because Bluetooth is already set up. On your desktop, you have to take a few extra steps. Those are explained in the blog that I just posted in Belivers. And if you take a look at that blog, you should be able to get Bluetooth enabled and to use your Bluetooth earbuds. And talking about earbuds, if you're on a multi-person broadcast, and I'm not today, if you're on a multi-person broadcast, everybody does need to wear earbuds because of the feedback problems. If you don't wear earbuds and you've got somebody else on the program, then you could get feedback, which happens to the person who's not wearing earbuds. Well, no, the person who's not wearing earbuds is fine. Everybody else, though, can hear an echo. So do try and encourage people to wear earbuds on your live broadcasts, and you won't have any feedback problems. Okay, now one of the things that I've got involved in the last week or so is podcasting. I went over to my friend who's been podcasting for years, and he asked him, where's the best place to podcast? And he said you've got a choice of 2 places, really. He's tried out Buzzsprout and quite a few others, but he suggested using Podbean or Acast. I looked at them both, and you know how you feel at home with a piece of software, you feel comfortable with it, and that's the one you choose. Well, I chose Podbean, and I started broadcasting last week. And because I'm broadcasting live on live video, I've already got the microphone. I just need to do it. So I went live for 30 minutes over the weekend, as opposed to going live on video, and really enjoyed myself. As a result of that, I discovered I had a Podbean account in 2012, but hadn't used it for 8 years, so it's now in use. And I did a poll in the Belivers group yesterday. I asked who's got a podcast. 13 people said yes, and 10 people said thinking about it. Now, for everybody who's thinking about it, you have 2 sources of content which are already there. The first is that when you go live on BeLive, you get a recording of the audio. You can download that recording on its own. It's only a small file compared to a video, and you can then upload it to the podcasting platform of your choice. Now, many people mentioned Anchor. Anchor is a great place to start your broadcast and podcast career because it does everything automatically for you. So if you set up a free Anchor FM account, and Anchor is free, then you can upload your audio from BeLive and you started podcasting. The other thing is that you can create content as well. You can actually go live. Let's catch up with the comments and say hello to Sherry. Nice to see you. It's good to chat earlier. And over to Chris with a long comment. This is where I'm going to have to leave you for a moment while I try and read the small print at the side. Oh, I don't know. Please do you know if I can use AirDroid from my phone? I would love to use it to transfer photos and videos from my iPhone 11 Pro Max at school to my PC at school, and from my Windows 10 laptop to my camera. Yeah, AirDroid is, well, it started life back in 2012, and it is the best way to actually transfer files, audio and video and images from your mobile phone, be it an iPhone or an Android, and you can quite simply transfer photos, images, whatever you like from one to the other, and it just simply works out of the box. It's drag and drop. You can do multiple files at once. You can do folders. You can do anything that you like, really. You can see a visual representation on your desktop in a Chrome browser tab, and you can quickly, I mean, I use it to transfer videos for I Live Here, where we go out on the road, shoot a video, come back, and I upload it to my PC and hence to YouTube, and it's so simple and straightforward. So AirDroid is a one-off annual fee, and it's very reasonable. It's about $20 for a year, and you can get that value out of it inside a week, really, because it's very simple. And the other thing, of course, you can do is you can actually use AirDroid to feature your mobile phone on screen. So thank you for the question, Chris. And I've not been live for a week, Peter. I'm not still live from last Tuesday. I am live today, hopefully, and grateful for everybody who's actually watching live. Peter's a good friend, lives in Aberdeen, which is up in Scotland. Currently in the city itself is in lockdown. So Peter, thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you on Thursday. Thursday is episode 241 of Blabbing for Britain. We've been going for 5 years, and we've got 10 more episodes to go to reach the magic 250, and then another 10 to reach an exact 260, which will be 5 years broadcasting together. And a team of 4 guys who get on well. We have different opinions, don't we, Peter? But we do get on well, and we've been broadcasting together for the last 4 years on BeLive every Thursday morning, 5 a.m. Eastern for you, 10 a.m. in the UK. And we talk about everything that's happening in the UK around the globe, and quite enjoy doing so. And we have fun doing it. I think that's one thing about live video. It's the opportunity to have fun, to enjoy yourself. You can't hide, you've got to be yourself. So if you're on live video, being yourself and chatting to your friends, it doesn't get much better than that. And I'm grateful to be joined by everybody who's actually watching live today. Now to Chris, and Chris is saying, thank you, you're most welcome. And back to Peter. And Peter is saying, have you downloaded XSplit Upgrade? Not today, no. I'm using XSplit VCam PTR, which is the pre-release release. So no, I haven't. I'll check it out after this broadcast, Peter, and be interesting to see what's actually changed. They keep improving it, and it's just incredible. And Facebook user is saying, great, hello. Now, I can't see your name and I can't see your image because I'm not looking at the Belivers group at the same time as I'm broadcasting. And the reason I can't see your name and your image is Facebook security. Facebook has said, if you want BeLive to see your name and your image, then you have to give permission. After the broadcast, as I say, I will go through all the comments made during the show, and I'll give you a link which you can click, so that next time you actually comment on the show, and thank you for doing so, I'll be able to show your image and your name. It's just a one-off click, and it works, and we can then actually see exactly who you are. So thank you for joining, and thank you for saying great. Right, okay. So where was I? Oh yeah, basically podcasting is just so easy now that you've got the audio on BeLive. Download it, upload it to Anchor, and when you're on Anchor, you also get the opportunity to broadcast on iTunes, Spotify, in fact, everywhere. And I was speaking to David Burrows yesterday. He's actually on Anchor, and he said he was getting found in places he didn't even know he was broadcasting to. And that's the magic of podcasting. Podcasting is a different animal from live video. Live video is obviously the best, but podcasting is a way to get your message out, and to get known and to share your expertise. And I just enjoy podcasting. I did a live one for 30 minutes, enjoyed that. I'll do another one possibly tomorrow, another one on Sunday as well. So I'm into it. This is third time lucky. I've tried 3 times with podcasting, failed twice, third time lucky. So my podcast career is underway with help from my friends like Peter, who's in Blabbing for Britain, which is one of the podcasts that's going out, and to Chris, who's in one of the podcasts which has been published on iTunes. So it is teamwork, and I've got a thumbs up from Facebook user. Okay, now, if you've got any questions, then please do ask them. Anyway, so what I'm going to be doing is creating a video, a training video about how to take your recording from BeLive over to Anchor or to Podbean and show you how you can actually start your podcasting career. I noticed 13 people got a podcast already. 10 people are thinking about it. If you're thinking about it, then you're better to know after you've read the blog and watched the video what steps you need to take to get from where you are to where you want to go. So join me in my podcasting adventures. And I think you can join me, and let's do it together. And it's more fun. And the thing is that if you come and watch my podcast, listen to my podcast, and I'll listen to yours. Podcasts are a lot easier. Podcasts can be listened to when you're not on your computer, when you're out jogging, when you're out driving, when you're anywhere, you can actually listen to a podcast. So podcasting has great appeal, and it's still thriving and growing. All right, and James, hello. James is saying, I haven't tried the live podcasting on Podbean. How is it? Does it automatically go on platforms? Basically, if you set it up so that the platforms are already linked, then it doesn't go live on all the platforms, I don't think, but it does go live on the Podbean platform. All you need is your microphone, set up a show title and description, set up the tags, add an image, and as soon as your podcast is finished, then obviously it goes off, and it goes off to iTunes and Spotify and wherever. You can also, there's a limited number you can actually transfer the podcast to YouTube. I've tried that. That works. So Podbean to YouTube works. I've got it on iTunes. I've got it on Spotify. But just going live, just with a microphone is a lot easier because I don't have to keep looking at the camera when I'm on microphone. I still do, but I don't have to keep looking at a camera. I can just concentrate on what I'm saying. And it is so easy. After going live on live video, then podcasting is easy because it's just straightforward. So thank you for the question, James. All I can say is just try it. Just try it. I mean, it's included in the podcast subscription, and you just press the live button after you've entered the details. And over to Peter. I'm very fuzzy today. Right, okay. Can we have a vote, please? Can you comment on the quality of my picture, giving a number between 1 and 10, please? Where 10 is good, well, 10 is brilliant. Because basically, when you're broadcasting live, and this is a tip, when you're broadcasting live and one person says there's a problem, your next step should not be to do something about it. Your next step should be to ask other people who are watching your live whether there is a problem. If you get 2 or 3 people saying there's a problem, then go with that. So let's go on to the next comment. And okay, and Chris is saying, I just listen when I'm working from home and do the household work. And Sherry is saying fuzzy. And right, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hide that. I'm going to show this on screen. Okay, so I'm going to put this full screen. And I'm just going to refresh. I'll be back in a second. Right, okay. Sherry said fuzzy. James was talking about Podbean, and Podbean does make things simple. I totally agree on that. And it's a 4. Hopefully, if you can score it again, I'm getting a 3 from James and a 3 from Chris. Right, okay. Can we score again and see what it looks like now? Okay. What I did was I've just refreshed. I've come back in, and hopefully now, and over to James. I'm going to carry on. Hopefully my video will clear. And I'm going to take a question from James. Personally, I use my phone and iPad to check my quality. Okay, good point. I may well do that. And coming back. Okay, and James is saying it's much better image now. Thank you. And we're up to 10. Thank you, sir. And Chris has got an 8. She must be looking at the computer now. And Peter has got a 7. You know, you get a panel of judges and always one that actually gives you a low score. So you take the mean average and 8 now. Yeah. So we're at an 8 now. I'll check it out afterwards. These things are sent to triers. I may well make one more adjustment. Just let me make one more adjustment. This might be the wrong adjustment to make, but I'm going to make it. I'm going to carry on talking. My picture will be back in a second. As you can see, I'm using XSplit. Right, okay. Peter, could you score this again, please? And to make life easier, I'm going to change my background. And, okay, can you guess where I am? Okay, so that's me. Okay, yes, it is Peter. Okay, right, comment from Facebook user. And Facebook user is saying, what's up, watching from the Philippines, welcome. Welcome, Philippines. If you've got any questions about live video, now is a good time to ask them. I shall endeavor to answer them. If I can't, I know people who can. And I shall also afterwards give you a link so that next time I can show your name. And over to Chris. And Chris is saying Stonehenge, correct. That is Stonehenge. There's no prize, but if there was, then you would have won. It is in fact Stonehenge. I'm very fortunate. Stonehenge is only 20 miles away from where I live, and we're able to visit there 3 or 4 times a year and walk around. We're members of the National Trust, so we actually get in free, which makes a difference, because at the moment to go to Stonehenge would cost you round about $40. Okay, where is this? Okay, so the question is, where am I now? Where have I moved to? I'm going around the globe. I'm going around places where I've got contacts, and I just enjoy speaking to this gentleman on Mondays. We have a show which goes live at 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. in the UK. We're joined by Barry, we're joined by Kelly, we're joined by Corinda, and of course by our good friends all around the globe, especially in Belgium. And do you use a script for the podcast? Right, thank you for the question. Now, I do most of my live broadcasts unscripted, and for that, but I'm not broadcasting alone. When I'm live Monday through Friday, I have somebody with me, and we're broadcasting and we're playing off each other. I do have a script of sorts on the Thursday show, Loving for Britain, which is the topics of the day. However, when I'm podcasting, I'm on my own, and that means I need to have, I use a set of bullet points. I don't do it all off the cuff. I make a list of the things I want to talk about, and then I talk about them. Normally, I rehearse what I'm going to say over the previous 24 hours. So I picked out topics, I decide what they're going to be, I go through it in my mind as to what I'm going to say about each topic. And when I've got that in my head, I'm ready to go live on the podcast. And I just got a piece of paper beside me with a list of the topics I want to talk about. It's as simple as that, really. It's not ever get too complicated. One of the problems when you're broadcasting live, which is a problem on video and on audio, is that occasionally I will stop speaking, or I use and and right. Okay. When you're watching me live, that's not too much of a problem. When I'm watching other people live, that's not too much of a problem. But when you're listening to a podcast, you really don't want to have white spaces, no sound, and you don't want to have all the hesitation. And I found a great piece of software the other day, and I'm going to type the name of it in now. And if you're thinking of podcasting and pre-recording, hang on, just let me type this correctly. Right, I got it. Right, so I'm posting the name of the software through. The software is called, and I discovered this the other day. Okay, so Chris, hopefully that's answered your question. On to the next question. Next question is, am I using BeLive to stream now? Yes, I stream on BeLive Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, possibly Wednesday as well. So yeah, if you see me live, then 99% of the time I'm going to be live on BeLive. And say hello to Silborn. Thank you for joining, sir. Good afternoon, as it is in the UK. And over to Sherry. Amazing. Would love to see a live of that. Stonehenge is beautiful. I'll take a video. Well, I'll take my phone with me next time we visit, Sherry, which will be hopefully sometime in September. And I'll give you a guided tour around the henge itself. The henge is, as we know, 4,500 years old, but it's not the only interesting site in the area. It is just fascinating to actually walk there and walk back, and everything that's around you. So yeah, I'll do that. And over to Chris in Canada, where David lives. Yes, correct. That is the bridge behind me. That's the bridge that links Canada with the USA. It's in Sarnia, Ontario, District of Ontario. And over to James. And thank you, James. James is saying, Chris de Boven, I suggest not using a script. Okay, and I'll listen to Chris. Right, okay, this is from Chris. Chris, it's from James. I suggest not using a script. Have an outline to help you stay on track, but a script tends to sound like you're reading. I think it does. It's wooden. If you're actually reading from a pre-prepared script, then you can be wooden. And the more you rehearse it, then the more wooden it sounds. I'm with James on this, that you want to be spontaneous if you can be. And then, okay, and back to Silborn. Right, there is going to be, this is BeLive. There is going to be a green screen facility on BeLive. It's on the roadmap. Word about it is spreading, so I can say there will be a green screen for BeLive, and you'll be able to put images behind you like this, but it's not there at the moment. And since January 2019, I've been using XSplit VCam to actually provide all my backgrounds, and it's just so simple and so intuitive that it's my preferred option at the moment until I see the BeLive option, and then I'll put the two side by side, and obviously I'll go for BeLive then. But I've got a lifetime license for this software, so no worries. Okay, so you can do it, XSplit VCam, and just because we can, I'm going to somewhere else. Now, if I can find it, just give me a second. I'm looking for a particular photograph. And you know what that's like. You're never going to find it if you... Okay, we're going to have another where is this? And all I'm going to say, Chris, you're not allowed to enter this one. Okay, well, of course you can. So Silborn, thank you for your comment. And right, a moment ago, in terms of podcasting, I was saying you don't want any ums, ahs, and pauses. Audiate is a fantastic piece of software in that you can dictate into Audiate. You actually do it as a live podcast or a recorded podcast, and it records, and it also transcribes at the same time. This is live transcription on Audiate. So when you actually do publish your audio, you can publish the transcript as well. So this is like the YouTube transcription or the Facebook transcription. This is brilliant. It's, well, I'm just blown away by it. But the other thing is, Audiate has a magic button. And if you search for Audiate, you'll find it. It's quite a unique name. It has a magic button. And if you click the magic button on Audiate, it highlights all the ums and ahs, all the places that you've been silent. And you can then click a second button, and all the ums and ahs and the silences just disappear. So the finished product is professional. There's no hesitation anywhere in what you're talking about. And when people are actually listening as opposed to watching, how the sound comes across is even more important than on video. And I'm now using Audiate on all my recorded podcasts. And I'll tell you how I get on. I've only just started with it, but it's one to watch. You can test it for 7 days. I'm on the trial at the moment. Test it, see if it works, and see if it actually improves your podcast. James, I'd be interested in your thoughts on Audiate, whether you ever come across it, or if you actually tried it. Okay, and over to Peter. Peter has just come across with 10 out of 10. Thank you, Peter. We aim to please. And over to Facebook user. Yeah, it's all I've been using XSplit VCam all the way through the broadcast. The problem, the fuzziness, was down to my internet signal. My internet signal fluctuates, shall we say, and I just refreshed and made a new connection. And Sherry is saying thank you. I promised to do a video of Stonehenge, and I will. And over to Silborn, who's saying thank you. You're most welcome. And Facebook user again. A good tip, thank you. You're most welcome. And over to Chris. It's not free. Audiate is $28 a month. But, and this is the big but, a lot of this transcription software that's out there will say, right, okay, we've got 3 levels. You can transcribe 3 hours for $20, 12 hours for $40, and 20 hours for $60. If you're broadcasting several times a week, then Audiate is an option because it's $28 a month. And it just does simply work. If you're doing podcasts, it needs no help whatsoever in live broadcasting on video. But in terms of recorded podcasts and improving the quality, then yes, it is an aid, it's a boon. It gets rid of all the ums and ers, and it works out the box, really. You don't need to do anything other than switch it on and remember to use it to do your recording. Well, I'll make a video about it, as I usually do, and I'll show you how it works, and then you can try it out. 7-day free trial, as I say, and if it makes a difference, then I'm sure it will make a difference. Okay, and over to James. Right, okay. And James is saying he's not tried it. I use Audacity for my editing. It's really simple, but I don't worry about the ums too much because It makes it sound more like the real me. Okay, understood. I'm going to be doing training audio, and I'm looking for a way to actually make that pretty smooth. So I do have my logical reasons for actually doing it, but I hear what you say. Being yourself on audio is as important as being yourself on video. And going down in the comments, and James again, thank you, James. Also with Audacity, I'm able to cut out any background noise from the kids playing in another room with just 4 clicks. Right, that's true. I don't have any background noise. Hopefully on this broadcast I can bang the table and you won't hear it. I've got a piece of software called Crisp, K-R-I-S-P. And Crisp is noise cancellation software. And basically, no matter what's going on anywhere around you in the house or the building, the office or anything, Crisp, KRISP.com.ai is just another wonderful piece of software. I mean, I couldn't live without it. Before I started using Crisp, then I had a situation where I had to say to Angelica, I'm going live at 5 o'clock. Can you sort of not go on the internet? Can you be quiet for an hour? And that's just not fair. So now Angelica can go about doing whatever she wants to do, when she wants to do it, where she wants to do it, and it doesn't turn up on any recording I do. So crisp.ai, again, there's a free trial. Chris is using it. It does what it says on the tin. It cuts out any background noise. There are systems, video systems with it inbuilt I can think of. It's a great boon if you're broadcasting and you do have background noise. For example, today we were broadcasting, I was broadcasting with Romany, and Romany's dog was there. Now, if Romany had been using noise cancelling software and her dog had barked, we would not have heard it. That's how good it is. And the dog was right next to the microphone. So that's basically one of the things that I use to actually noise cancellation. But you're right about Audacity. Audacity is quite probably the best free piece of software there's ever been. James, you take a look at Crisp. You will enjoy it, I'm sure, and it will be useful because it saves the editing side. And Aaron, you found me. Sorry I'm late. Stroke TV in the house, North Bay, California. Thank you for joining me, Aaron. I did try and get the time across. I mean, the problem is that when I put a leaflet out, I could say, right, okay, it's 10 a.m. Eastern, it's 9 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Mountain. You know where I'm going with this. I could have dozens of time zones around the world. I choose two. I choose my own, obviously, and Eastern time. I live on Eastern time. When I create a broadcast, it's always on Eastern time. And I never broadcast before 9 a.m. Eastern for a specific reason. I want people to be up and about, apart from on Thursdays, of course. And over to Sherry. Aaron, thank you. Me too, for sure. I would love not to have to wear earbuds. Well, yeah, if you're broadcasting alone, you don't need earbuds. But it doesn't, Crisp doesn't cut out echoes. If you've got an echo on a multi-person broadcast, then Crisp won't cut it out. It will cut out any background noises that you've got. Yeah, so dog barking, somebody starting a motorcycle outside, or the wind blowing. None of those will actually turn up on the audio. But in terms of being able to cut out the problems we have with multi-person broadcasts, we've all got to wear earbuds. 99.9% of people have got to wear earbuds on every broadcast. It's just the way it is. And it's a noise thing, because the two noises, the worst comes when you actually bring a mobile phone into the same broadcast that you're on, and it's your phone. Don't ever try that. Don't bring your mobile phone on, because the feedback is just horrendous. Over to James. Sherry McQueen, I wear headphones either way because it allows me to know what's going on with the sound. That's right. I mean, good point again, James. You're actually listening to how things actually sound. That's a good point. Thank you. And Sherry is saying, James J, thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate that. And over to Aaron. And Aaron is saying, thank you, Stephen. Huge fan. That's very kind of you. I'm blushing now. That's very kind of you. Kind words. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay, I'm going to just put on twice. In fact, I'm like, leave it there. No, I won't. Right. Okay. Because to me, broadcasting is about us. It's about everybody watching now, and I'm part of the group, and I'm here to listen. One of the things that is important is you can either do two things. You can do at least two things with live video. One is to broadcast, which is you're actually putting out a message, and you want everybody to hear the message. You don't want to hear them. Yeah. The other way, the way that I enjoy most is networking, where I say something and you react, or you say something and I react. That's the magic of live video. That's the magic of networking. That's what it's all about. It's about people getting people and understanding each other and helping each other. Now, just a quick one here. And oh, blimey, all the messages have come through. Okay, and okay, and over to James, and James is saying I'm going fuzzy again. Must be my internet today. I'll just have to put up with it. I could do one last refresh and see if that works. So excuse me a moment. I'm just going to put something up on screen, and I'm going to refresh. And I'm going to go full screen. So I'm refreshing back in a second. I'm back. Hopefully that's cured it. If you do have problems while you're broadcasting, if you've got problems with sound or with your video feed, then 99 times out of 100, just refreshing your browser will clear it. So if in doubt, refresh. That's what I've done twice. I think it's the internet at my end. Now, why is this important and what does it actually do? When you're live broadcasting, the signal that you have goes to BeLive, and from BeLive it goes to Facebook. So your signal is taken to BeLive servers and it's processed. Yeah. Now, if your signal has a problem, then BeLive will have a problem and Facebook will have a problem. And if the problem originates with your internet feed to BeLive, if you refresh, your feed is killed, stopped, and you get a new one. And if you get the new feed, then that should improve the quality and hopefully. And right, so by the way, I'm going fuzzy again. So hopefully I should be less fuzzy now. And Aaron is saying so true, thank you. And to everybody who's watching, thank you. And moments ago, I just posted a link. Now, I'll show it on screen. Just a minute. Every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern, there's a new show, New Kid on the Block. And it's a show called Now That's What I Call Friday. And the show's in two halves. First half is a normal BeLive show. And the second half takes place on a site called Watch Together. And Watch Together has the ability to co-watch synchronized YouTube videos. Now, Fonz and I have set up a listening room where we can all go and listen to 60s and 70s rock when we've done our half hour on BeLive. And the link for it is just been posted automatically by BeLive. And that's a feature that you can use. Still fuzzy. Okay, I'm going to have to take it and go over to James. Okay, so come back to me. Could be because of the green screen. The background images you put up is fine. It's just you that's fuzzy. How's that? Shouldn't be because of the green screen, but there is the green screen. And over to Lisa, blurry again, on and off. Okay, hopefully now clear. Great, I just learned awesome refresh technique. You're most welcome, Aaron. And over to Facebook user again. And I'm trying to show that on screen. All right, okay. Yeah, the artwork was by Fonz. So I can't claim for the artwork, it was by Fonz. And great graphic. Thank you. Again, Fonz created the graphic. And let's bring it up on screen again. And Chris is saying it's okay now. Okay. Right. So yeah, it's a brilliant graphic. It really grabs your attention, which is what graphics should actually do. So that's 12 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Half an hour later, you have rock music from the 60s and 70s. And it's just a blast to actually be live listening to music. I want to say thank you to everyone who's watching, of course, but also to people I may have not mentioned. Right, okay. Thank you, everybody who's actually joining in today. Absolutely brilliant. So let's do a bit of experimentation then. I'm going to hide that. Okay, and I'm going to put my background back on. And let's see what effect this has. Okay, how's that for my background? This is live experimentation. I've just gone from my green screen to my background. There are other things that I can do, and we can all do. I'm broadcasting. I'm going to reduce the resolution. So I'm going to disappear for a second. You could probably still hear me, but I should be back. So how's that? Does that look clearer? Okay. Is that a clearer picture now? I'm going for the comments and over to Facebook user, and okay, and Facebook user is saying, what do I need to do to get my profile to appear on the thirds properly? I need to give permission to yes, you need to give permission to Facebook. After this show, I go through all the comments, and thank you for every single comment. I go through all the comments, and against your name, because I will recognize that I've not shown your name on screen, I will give you the link to click so that when you come and join me next week, then I'll be able to show your image and your name on screen. If I went to the Facebook group now, I could see it. But a golden rule of broadcasting, there are two actually. One, try and look at the camera, but two, never distract yourself. Now, you've got enough to do in producing the show. If I went off now and went to the Belivers group and I found the show and I found the comment and I could say, hello, Gary, whoever it happens to be, then that would please Gary, but it obviously is not good from the point of view of everybody who's listening. So I'll give you a link after this broadcast and you click it the once, and then wherever you are, if there's to be live broadcast, not just mine, if there's to be live broadcast, then you can comment and your name and picture will be seen. It's just so that you've given explicit permission to be live to actually use it. Over to Aaron, and Aaron is saying, I think he's correct, you're super crisp without the green screen. Okay, I'm going to work on that one. Okay, some practice needed. And Peter's saying beautiful. Now I know he's not talking about me, he's talking about the backdrop. And the backdrop is of Staines in Middlesex. Now, it's by Kurinder Singh, who's a good friend of all broadcasters. And he sent me the photograph and said, you can use it as your backdrop. So I do quite frequently. And this is Staines in Middlesex. And it is, well, if you had a stone and you threw it, you would actually reach Heathrow Airport. Staines is the town that is next to Heathrow Airport in the UK. And it's just a beautiful place. That's behind me. That's the River Thames, the one that goes down to London, the one where the boat race takes place, and the one that river actually, well, it actually turns into a canal, and that canal goes, well, 2 miles, 1 mile away from me. So I could actually walk there if I wanted, but I'm not going to do that today because I'm broadcasting. Okay, so Peter, thank you. And new fun. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And over to Aaron, appreciate it. And background, Chris, you fed in and out video quality. I think it's my signal, it's my internet signal, Aaron, so I'm going to live with that. Looking forward to the next stream. Next stream is next Tuesday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Thank you very much. And over to Chris. And Chris is saying, it was difficult for me to listen to you on phones without hearing the music. Any tips while hearing? Yes. Right, okay. As I said, okay, now I can hear music is at 12 p.m. on Friday, and then 30 minutes past the hour, we go and listen to music. And Fonz and I are talking. If you want to listen to Fonz and I, but you don't want to listen to music, which I love, by the way, then there is on the right-hand side of the music screen, the volume control, and you can switch the music right down. That's what happened last week. I was happily listening to music. Fonz was talking. I had to turn the music down. Then Fonz had stopped, so I'd turn the music up, and then Fonz was talking again, so I'd turn the music down. So yes, there's a volume control in the Watch Together studio. And stop. What's the next word after stop? One of the things I love is about. I'm not reading that. Everybody can see it. It's very kind of you. One of the things that you should never do. I'm going to tell a story. I do appreciate the comment, by the way. I love the comment. But one of the things about live video is a slightly separate topic, is never take yourself too seriously. Be willing for people to have joss with you, to joke with you, because that's part of it. That's part of why we get on as a community, because everybody, we all drop our ego at the door, and when we come in here, it's us. We're actually talking to each other, and that's what makes it work so well, because you're actually talking to your friends. And hundreds, well, I've made many special friends over the 5 years I've been broadcasting, and many of them are actually commenting today, so thank you. On to the next comment, and I'm going to give up on trying to get this right, and say hello to my fellow podcast. Well, no, this is unfair. Mousy is Magic is a podcaster extraordinaire. He's just reached his 50th podcast episode. James has jumped to YouTube. Just a suggestion, if you're live on YouTube, encourage viewers to hit the like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you. Thank you for the hint. I will do that. And thank you for commenting on YouTube. It's with so many different things going on, it's sometimes difficult to actually, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Get all the ducks in a row. So perhaps for next week, I'll have an assistant or co-producer who actually looks after the YouTube side of things. That's probably a good idea. And again, this is the BeLive live sales link feature, and that's the link you want on Friday at 12:30. Okay, and say hello to Bilal. Bilal, hello. I'm doing well, thank you very much, and thank you for joining me, and thank you for the comment. And back to Aaron, and Aaron is saying 100% authentic is totally true. I agree with that totally. That's spot on. Being authentic is what live video is about. And the beautiful thing is that people want to know who you are. They want to listen to what you have to say. And I do love people who can act. Okay, and I'm not going to mention names here, but there are people who can come on screen that can act. I can't. I can't act for toffee, as we say in the UK. I just me, and I love the fact that all my friends are just themselves as well. And being yourself on live video is the best way forward. It's the most authentic way, as Aaron said, of actually enjoying live video, because you do it because you enjoy doing it. And we all enjoy broadcasting live. We all have great fun, and we all support each other. And I'm grateful for everybody who's actually tuned in today, asked questions, told me when I was fuzzy, when I was not fuzzy. I'm going to watch the replay with interest. I'm also going to send it off to I have a word with the BeLive technical department and see if they can get the root cause of it. I know Angelica's not broadcasting at the moment, so it shouldn't be that. But these things are sent to triers. I think the thing is that I do appreciate your help. This is all part of improving our experience on BeLive. And if anything goes wrong on one of my shows, it's for the better. It helps everybody because the show will go to the BeLive tech and they can have a look at it. And I know that behind the scenes, they're possibly watching now. So hello, BeLive tech support. Okay, and on to another comment. And say hello to Harper. Right, it's true. Yeah, and Harper is building on what Aaron said. Live video is better because you can truly be yourself. That's it. That's it. Right, one final scene change. I don't know whether I've got any pictures of actual places or not. For you to guess where we are. Just a final one would be good. Okay, I'm going to choose this one. Okay, where do you think this is? Okay, it has appeared in broadcast before now. And okay, over to Aaron. And Aaron is saying, Stroke TV loves the BeLive platform, the best platform available out there. I'm going to leave that on screen. Absolutely brilliant. I saw some fuzziness then. Okay, time for a couple of guesses, and then I'm going to leave. I can give you a hint. That is St. James's Church. And the church is pretty close to me. Say hello to Bosco, and thank you for watching. And to everybody who's watched today. You actually make this show, you actually make live video, you make live video interesting, entertaining, and fun, and informative too. Now, that's it. I'm back on Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern, sorry, 5 a.m. Eastern, and then I'm back at 11 a.m. Eastern with John Upton. So I'm back on Thursday, and guesses are coming in. And oh, I haven't got so many guesses. Just a minute. Okay, right. Chris is saying devices. Bilal is guessing Wales. I'm going to show that on screen. Wales. Aaron is guessing. Bye for now, Aaron. Facebook user. I'll give you the answer in a minute. Facebook user is saying, I'm new to BeLive and have not clocked many hours on it. Is it reliable for live streaming compared to StreamYard? The answer to that, simple answer to that is yes. I broadcast using BeLive 7 times every week. You get the occasional glitch, but for reliability, it's been going longer. I've been with BeLive since October 2016. I've done now nearing 1,400 broadcasts using BeLive, and I'm still broadcasting on BeLive, and I enjoy broadcasting on BeLive, and I quite possibly work for BeLive. So my answer may well be biased, but I would certainly give BeLive a try and just compare for yourself. I mean, it's like any software. If you feel at home, you'll continue to use it. And I hope that when you do try it, you feel at home. So yes, BeLive is reliable. And I hide that and come on to the next comment. We're going well. And I've used StreamYard and don't like it as much as BeLive. So thank you very much for that, James. There you are. Yeah. Okay, and the next comment is coming in. I'm going to try and show it on screen. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. In fact, if you look down the list of people who commented today, you could ask, well, I'm just saying that they're all BeLive users. And as a community of more than 24,000 people, we just help each other and support each other. And if you've got any technical questions, then you've got help. There's tech support 24/7, which is global. BeLive have operations in the USA, the Philippines, Israel, Kiev, in the Ukraine, and they're just global. Okay, let's carry on with the questions. Oh, right, the comments are still coming in. Just a minute, let me try and catch up. Okay, so last one was from our Facebook user, and then over to James. And James is saying, another thing BeLive has over StreamYard is the help. BeLive is amazing at helping users. Never heard that from StreamYard. Okay. I think that's basically when we are live streaming and we need help, it is there. And the tech support is first class. These are people not working off a script. They actually know the system inside out, and they're there to actually help. Right. Well, without further ado, I'd just like to say thank you. I'm sorry I was fuzzy earlier. As I say, the replay will be checked. It is, I think, watching the absence of green bars in the top left-hand corner of the screen. It is down to my internet signal. One day we will all have 5G, and then life will be totally different. So let's go out on that note. The thought of the day is, one day we will all have 5G. We won't have phone lines. We'll be able to use 5G. We'll be able to go live on our mobile phones, on our desktops, on our laptops, on our anything you like. You'll be able to go live anywhere in the globe and have the same quality of signal. So I'm looking forward to that. And final comment for this session. I'll be back next week, 12 p.m. Eastern. Thank you. Very, very informative session. You're most welcome. To everybody who's watched, this has been Stephen in Wiltshire in England with BeLive, and I just love doing this. I really do. I enjoy your company and I appreciate your friendship. Enjoy broadcasting BeLive for the rest of this week. If you need me, you know where to find me in the BeLivers group. If you've got questions, if you need help, then just reach out and I shall do my best. This has been an amazing session. I'm just so grateful, and take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Okay, just a minute. Late breaking comments. Have a great day, Stephen. Thanks for all the info. You're more than welcome. Enjoy Crisp. And is BeLive going to know? Right, okay. The answer to that is simple and straightforward now. Speaking with Irene, basically, the good news, you want the good news? Facebook have removed the limitation now. Technically, any video software house can go live on mobile with a multi-person broadcast. That is the most awesome news there's been. You can go live from your mobile phone using BeLive, but not today. It is being worked on as I write this, as I say this, so I do know it's on the way. I can say that without fear and favour because Irene's already said it. So that you will be able to broadcast from your mobile phone. I can't put a timescale on it, but I'd like it to be soon, please. And over to Chris. And Chris is saying, thank you so much, Stephen. You're more than welcome. Right, okay, so this is it. Bye.